What's up? What's up? What is up? Hey, what's that? E Kush, Wendy. What's up? What's going on? Listen, this ain't much. I'll probably be with you probably about the next 2 to 3 minutes. That's all. I just want to know. Look, are you guys excited? I mean, I'm ready. I'm ready. I mean, it's football time. Training camp begins. What's going on? E Kush, what you saying here, brother? Uh, I can't see it. Let me go up here. Uh, I'm ready, man. Hey, Kush, I can't see what you're saying. Let me see what's going on here. What do you think about Michael Irvin questioning if our unvaccinated guys really want a championship or not? Most ridiculous thing I ever heard. Well, E. Kush, when you start talking about the vaccinations and who's had the shots and people's hang-ups about the shots, that's really strictly up to the individual. Uh, but here is the thing that cannot be denied. The numbers are going back up. That's just the bottom line. And there is a reason why the numbers are going back up. And you'll get a lot of different reasons why people think that is the case. If you want mine, here's mine. The reason why the numbers are going back up is because um, when we were masked up, the numbers started going down. When the vaccinations happened, people started getting the shots. There was a little bit better control. And then we got lackadaisical, and people the mask mandate stopped. People started taking them off, and the coronavirus never ended. Let's just get that out the way. It never ended. And so, to be honest with you, there is a chance, of course, that people are not protecting themselves as they once were. I doubt the hand sanitizers and all that kind of stuff that was going on. People are not doing anymore, and guess what? Uh, the numbers are back up. We're seeing people lose their spots on the Olympic team because they they caught it. There's a reason why people are still catching it now. Uh, I'm not a scientist or a doctor, but that's just the truth. The numbers are going back up. Uh, there's a reason. We got to figure out a way to protect ourselves better. So the sporting, when you see something like I'm real skeptical, and me. Hey, what's up, Wyatt? What's up, Wyatt? What's up, man? I guess that's E. Kush song, right? Hey, Wyatt. What's up, man? Um, the world is confused, if you ask me. This is just my opinion. Y'all may think differently. Uh, I just keep it in the church realm, of which I'm familiar with. When it comes to our churches, makes no difference denomination or whether you worship with white people or you worship with black people, it make no difference. When it comes to the church is still churches pretty much are still following things to a T. Social distance spreading, a selected number of people that can come into the building, and that's pretty much how churches are running still. But when you look at the same time, the UFC events, I just looked at Raw last night, WWE Raw last night. Of course, you've seen the NBA Finals games. There's no social distancing. Very few people are wearing masks. Hey, the numbers are going back up. So to answer your question, E. Kush, I believe Michael's on their side, like somebody's gonna catch it, And the last thing you would hate to see is one of our, everybody's important, but you don't want to see one of our stars that we're leaning on to catch it and have to be gone for X amount of days and all that kind of stuff. And worst case scenario, they become extremely sick. And I guess that's not the worst case scenario. People are still dying out here when it comes to the coronavirus. So I believe that's kind of where Michael Irvin is coming from. You can't blame him. You know, we got people like I just saw this morning that Coco Gauff, the tennis player, United States tennis player, has lost her spot on the Olympic team because she contracted the coronavirus. We just had Bradley Beal from the USA basketball team who just lost his spot because of coronavirus. So whatever your reasons are for not believing it or whatever, or you don't believe in vaccinations, that's all fine and dandy, but you can't deny what's going on. People are still getting sick. People are still contracting the coronavirus. And hey, it's still out here. So we have to be very, 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 very careful. I'm about to get into my car now and getting ready to go pick up my son. And I have my mask in my car. I still wear it. I got a 7-year-old son. If this thing is in the air and you don't know what's happening, I mean, you don't know, you have no clue or concept where you can contract this thing. So, uh, you know, we all kind of blind. To be honest with you, the doctors are obviously much more smarter than what we are. They're studying this thing to a T. But nobody has to tell me whether if it's real or not. I've had family members that died from this thing. So nobody can tell me anything about the coronavirus. I have covered one friend that I worked with for over 15 years, my age, who was just fine and caught it. And in about a week, he was gone. Couldn't breathe, couldn't do anything. So nobody can tell me. I've seen it work. I've seen family members recover from it, and they're still struggling even afterwards. So, I just, it's really up to the individual. I ain't or how they perceive it. Just, you just got to you have to protect your own house and your own family. Uh, it's really just that simple to me. But I understand Michael Irvin is a little extra in his. Y'all forgive me, but I'm driving right now, and I'm gonna get off second. But uh, so this thing is not over. It's not. It never was over. It's just that we as a country were in such a rush to get back to normalcy that we just bypassed what made us better. You know, if you just look at the NBA Finals game recently, if you watched the Conor McGregor fight the other week, there was no social distancing. There were no masks. There was no, there was plenty of handshakes. I'm quite sure nobody was wearing no gloves, shaking hands, and all that kind of stuff. So, forgive me for not seeing y'all comments. I'm driving, but I might come back a little bit later, maybe continue this a little bit later. But it's still out here, so we gotta protect ourselves. That's just my opinion. Some people don't believe in it. One thing that this has to do with partially is people. I hate to say it, but y'all know me. You know I'm gonna tell the truth. A lot of this was people following our former president, in which he started this whole thing off saying, it was a hoax. Y'all remember all that? People people followed his lead. He didn't wear a mask. He didn't want to wear a mask. You had people in the Rose Garden when this thing was at its peak, trying to prove a point that you got to be strong. What happened? He contracted the coronavirus. The thing that he could have done is showed, they don't show weakness. Y'all remember the stage that he said when he got home from the hospital. The first thing he wanted to do was pull his mask off, show everybody, I beat it, I beat it. A lot of people followed that. A lot of people don't believe that it's a hoax. A lot of people had a problem with masks. The reason why they had a problem with masks because of his attitude. They followed his attitude. Hey, I'm just telling y'all the truth. That's y'all. Y'all seen the TV just like I have. People made it a point not to show. I guess in their essence, weakness. I guess that's what it was considered as. If you ask me, it just shows smarts. The numbers are the numbers. That can't be denied. 600,000 people died. And I don't want to hear anything about what they had. They had other issues going on. Well, that's the case. That may be the case, but coronavirus sure did boost it. That's for sure. That's for sure. The coronavirus didn't decrease the illness. It increased it. It's just the truth. So, when it all boiled down to it, I ain't coming against nobody. You got to do what's best for you. If you don't believe in masks, if you don't believe in vaccines, I'm quite sure people have done their research. Hey, God bless you. That's all on you. I'm not saying that the vaccine saves all lives or whatever, but it has been medically proven that it is better for you to get vaccinated than for you not to be vaccinated. So, hey, Tommy, uh, let's say like Tommy, my brother here. Tommy said, "I'm not wearing a mask. We love Donald Trump." See what I'm saying? And I'm not. If that's what he feel. That's what he feel. Uh, a lot of people followed his lead. Dr. Fauci was saying, "Wear a mask." Donald Trump said, "I'm not wearing no mask." So to me, it's really common sense. Whose word you were gonna believe? A non-medical person, that's President Trump, or a proven medical person in Dr. Fauci. And, that's what it boiled. A lot of people chose to follow Donald Trump. And hey, it's a lot of people that contracted. The funny thing about the coronavirus is this. When President Trump was doing all those rallies, the thing that we don't know is after he left, what did those people look like? Because they didn't follow anything. They didn't do the social distancing. They did not do the they didn't wear masks. It would be interesting to see out of all those places who contracted the coronavirus. And I'm not saying somebody did, but if I was a big man, I would probably say some of those same people that were at those rallies probably contracted it and spread it. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. E. Kush is saying, dang, I just put that there and I can't see it, E. Kush. He could say it. Let me get there. Masks don't work. Why are people
Scared of something that's 99% chance of surviving. I didn't care. I couldn't read the rest. The only pushback that I would give you, because is on that, is you can't tell those family members that lost some of their family members to the coronavirus. They did not survive. That's my only pushback to that. It is, the numbers are, probably a little unbalanced. There are probably more people that have lived that contracted, obviously, than the people that have died. No question about that. Those numbers don't get reported. The numbers that get reported are the people that died. There's also another number that has not really been highlighted or reported, and that is how many people actually have caught the virus. Not that they didn't die, just how many people actually, got sick, stayed in the hospital, or, there's a number of people that didn't even go to the hospital because the hospitals were full. They had to isolate themselves in their houses. And it's way more than 600,000 people obviously that have died. But one thing about it, it's real. So it's not a hoax. It's not it's nothing fake about it. It's real. Like I said, I don't care if I had 100,000 people standing next to me. If I had to be that only one to say that it's real, I would be. As I just said earlier, I had family members that died from it. So nobody can tell me that this thing was not real and that it's lethal. It's just the truth. So it's individual based. To go back to those that are joining in or who have joined in, I got a question from my brother E. Kush asking about Michael Irvin's statement. I think Michael just is an emotional guy that wants everybody to be available for when it's time to play, and don't want nobody to catch it before it's time. I believe I would probably guess that's what it is. As far as I know, I'm quite sure he's not the only one, but as far as Cowboys, that boss man Fat, Kelvin Joseph, he had it, which is the reason why he missed all the OTAs. But I'm quite sure that he's better now. And guys got the protection, the precautions, all of this stuff has to be followed to a T, because the rules state whether people have to go to the hospital or not. If you test positive, you got to get out of there. And there's no room. So the Cowboys have to be smart. The Cowboys, these guys are grown men, and all of them pretty much are millionaires. But you can't go everywhere. Training camp almost need to be like boot camp. If those of us that was in the service, you understand what I just said there. You almost have to be like boot camp. You got to sit down somewhere. You almost need to isolate yourself, lock yourself up, because that very time you want to go get a little small drink or want to go to a club or you want to go, hang out or whatever, could be a reason why you might contract it. And whether you really get sick or not or whatever, if you test positive, you're gone for an amount of days. And that possibly could hurt a lot of teams once you start thinking about it during the season. I mean, can you imagine it on I'm just throwing a crazy scenario, but can you imagine, let's just say on the Wednesday, our game is on the Sunday, Dak Prescott not playing on that Sunday. I mean, it's just that simple. And I mean, it really is. Cause a lot of this stuff could happen like that. And so the NFL, whether you believe in it or not, they need to take precautions because the fact still remains. One thing that cannot be disputed: the coronavirus, the Delta variant, whatever you want to call it, it's still out here. It's still out here. It's across the country, and there are reasons why it's spreading. There are reasons why it's spreading. Whether you say it's a mask or not, or whether the bottom line is it's still out here. And yes, you can. And even at your employer, we ain't gonna talk football. If you catch it, you're not going to your job. You're not getting in there. I believe that's what Michael Irvin was talking about. You Kush, I don't know if you still on here. I can't really just look down. I'm driving. But you know, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Uh, for the Big Time Show podcast that will be here, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and uh, and Podbean. So I appreciate you tomorrow, but appreciate who on here. Thanks for hanging with me for a minute. I'll see you guys on tomorrow evening for the Big Show podcast. We'll holler at you. See you tomorrow night, 7 p.m.